You are watching a master at work.
I am the genius of boxing.
I am an analyst, one of the best. I am an analyst, one of the best.
I am not a fan. I am the genius of boxing.
Hey, this is all good, man. This is George, the boxing genius from SBMboxing.com. Talk to you a little bit more about this little boxing event that's going to be happening tomorrow, straight from my house, right here at Little MGM Casino. Now, let me take a little gulp of this and wet my whistle a little bit so we could go on and talk some more. Oh, man, that was good. But anyway, this is what I've seen, man. This is the way I see things. A little while ago, we was talking about the HBO side. And Showtime is also going to have some boxing matches on their side. HBO, again, that was Rigondeaux, and that was Agabeko. That's gone with the win. I gave my opinions and my predictions on those fights and the way I analyze these things. And again, I am not a damn boxing fan. I said to you guys before, this is the boxing genius and analyst of boxing, not a damn fan of boxing. I love boxing, but I'm not a fan as far as I love so-and-so, I love so-and-so, like you fools out here love Mayweather. You don't know nothing else but Mayweather. Okay, now, let's go back to tomorrow night's, right here, Saturday night's Showtime events. You got Paulie fighting Sab Judah. You also got Devon Alexander, a hell of a 154, a welterweight, against Sean Porter, another top contender to me in the welterweight division. Then you have at the 154s, which is one of the title belts that Mayweather holds at light middleweight champ. That is going to be between two of the best that I see, 2 and 3 out there, which is Erislandy Lara and Austin Trout. We all know that Mr. Erislandy Lara, the Cuban, fighting out of Miami, is a guy that I think he's about 18 and 12, and he's lost one time. Okay? And I think his only loss has come against somebody that we all know also. Big tragedy to the guy, a hell of a boxer. And to me, that was one of the guys that Mayweather was afraid of in the welterweight division. This guy went to the light middleweight 154. Then he went up to 160 to fight Sergio. He's like some of the old school guys that I know that they're not afraid to go up. But anyway, the guy he was great. He was good. Hell of a boxer, man. His name by the name is Paul Williams. The guy throws about 1,000 punches a night in a box. Not even that. Sometimes close by 1,000 punches. That's one of the guys that Mayweather did not want to fight back in 2010 or 2011. He ducked him. Okay? I don't give a shit what anybody says. He actually ducked him. Okay? Anyway, that's the only loss that today Lara has. That's his blemish record. He is 18, 12, and 1. All right, I think. I'm not mistaken, but let's go like that. And then we have the other guy on the other side, a guy who just finished fighting Saul Canelo Alvarez, also light middleweight, the 154 pounds. And Austin Trout lost against this guy. Austin Trout was a guy who was also undefeated because he had just beat a guy by the likes of my compadre, my Boricua, Mr. Miguel Cotto at 154. Again, Miguel Cotto is not the same dude we see back in the old 2008, 2009, 2011, so on and so forth at 147. Miguel Cotto doesn't have no more this at 154. He just beat the other day a guy by the name of Delvin Rodriguez. I don't know who the fuck is he. I think he's a liquor store owner, some shit. But anyway, that's about all. Okay? Now, these guys are two elite fighters. And like I said before, though, These guys are very dangerous. You know why? They're classy, elite, fast. They have punching power. They could have punching power. To me, Lara has more because I think his challenge more was against a guy like maybe Angulo. Okay? Angulo was a guy that he just fought the other day. Lara. Okay? That was his tough fight. Angulo, the dog, was a tough damn fight. It was not easy. Yes, he went to the floor a couple of times, but it was not an easy fight, but he ended it. He raised up, got back up, boxed the guy, and he beat him. Alfredo Angulo was not easy. Okay. Austin Trout on the other side. Cotto, to me, at 154, I don't care what any of you Cotto fans out there, my Boricua friends, my Boricua amigos, my Boricua, I am Boricua. No. Cotto won. Trout at 154. Lara at 154. Even Kirkland, that's going to fight the other side at 154. You don't want to fight those guys. You can't fight those guys. You just fought even Mayweather. You gave Mayweather a fight, but again, Mayweather can't punch. Mayweather's a pussy slapping dude at 154. Now, but today and tomorrow's fight, with Lara against Trout, guess what? And I love that because that's going to be, to me, one of the biggest challenges for Mr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. He's going to closely watch the fight between Erislandy Lara and Mr. Austin Trout. And he's going to hope, this is the way I see it, honestly, he is going to hope that Austin Trout wins. Why? Because Austin Trout does not have the heart, durability, maybe flexibility, the punching power, speed, and more of an elite boxer than Erislandy Lara. To me, Erislandy Lara, honestly, should beat Austin Trout. And again, this is not going to be an easy fight to predict. I am just going step by step. Austin Trout, we fought Canelo. He lost. He got put down. He beat Cotto. But who is Cotto at 154? To me, actually, nobody. Lara, on the other hand, his loss came to Paul Williams when Paul Williams was Paul Williams 2011. And he beat up on a guy that he could take some punishment. He reminds me of that Russian Protnikov, okay, that Bradley had hell trying to beat, and Alvarez lost to. That guy is going to come at you, and come at you. You got to take that guy off you, and you got to have something to stop that dude from coming at you. Trout does not have that. That's why I say that Mayweather hopes that Trout wins the bout, because it'd be easier as opposed to Lara. That's my opinion, again, and I'm not a goddamn fan of boxing. That is solely my analytical version of what I see out in that ring. The other fights, as far as Paulie fighting Sab Judah, that's like Mayweather fighting Guerrero, two pussy slapping dudes. Paulie's gonna run, Sab is gonna go after him. They're both about not the same age, but close by, around there. Paulie lost against Broner, his last fight. Sab against Danny Garcia. He fought a tougher opponent. Mr. Broner, I don't know whether he has that same punching power. He couldn't demonstrate it against Paulie because Paulie could take a punch and at the same time assimilate and run and cut out. Sab Judah for Danny. Danny is hard at 140. Okay, was it at 147? So what do we have? I don't think that Paulie and Sab should be the main event of this fight. The only way Showtime is presenting the Showtime is going to present that as the main event is because, how would I say, it's Showtime and Paulie is a commentator. Okay? Then you got Devon Alexander fighting Sean Porter. That's also going to be a hell of a fight. To me, it's going to be better than the Paulie Sab Judah fight. Because Devon Alexander is also a 147 that we should not disregard. And he's also a southpaw. So you got to look at all these angles and all these things that are coming up in boxing. And Mayweather's getting old. A little older. And then he doesn't want to fight that crazy Filipino that just beat the shit out of Brandon Rios. So what do you have? You have the boxing genius giving you tomorrow's Showtime predictions. As to me, I have Sab beating Paulie. I have Devon barely beating Sean. And I have Lara beating Austin Trout. Good night. I see you guys tomorrow right here at the house, straight from Little MGM Casino. This is the Boxing Genius from SBNboxing.com. God bless and go fuck yourselves. Have a good night.